Today we're going to test out the 30 in the 99K in a game called Cold War. We're going to see how it performs. Selected an area at the start, which basically is the most demanding area that I found. Consoles also seem to drop here pretty drastically frame rate. We're going to do this fight, and within the fight I'm going to change a bunch of settings because we have to go through a lot of settings and to not make the video too long. But I kind of want to explore all the settings from low to maximum, basically ultra quality, with all DLSS options and stuff like that. So yeah, so we get like a full, a full showcase of what the hardware actually can do in this game. It seems like, or how the game performs in this on this setup. Yeah, so let's get started. So the display is going to be 4040p ultrawide. There's no full screen, so don't even bother. Aspect ratio is going to be auto because 21:1:9 is bugged right now. As you can see, there is like an area here that it doesn't render. So yeah, not particularly useful. FPS limiter is off. Motion blur film grain is off. Those are terrible. We do have NVIDIA reflex low latency on, but it's not like we can, see the effects of that one. So we have DLSS, fidelity, super resolution, render scaling. I'm just going to leave render scaling on 100% because we have those two options. I will test out super resolution. Maybe we'll see how it goes. And DLSS is going to be tested from the lowest to the highest setting, and I will comment on how it looks like. Yeah, so let's start at low at the display resolution without DLSS, and then move to the DLSS versions while we fight. And then we're going to move up further from there. So let's go. So at low settings, with no DLSS, we're sitting at like...
My bow!
I'm going to lower the audio a little bit. It's a little bit loud.
No! You are not ready! Stay back!
So we're sitting about high 120s there. Let's put DLSS on quality. So we're sitting at like high 150s at that point. Let's go to display. Let's move to balance. Okay, as you can clearly see, we are now CPU bound, so there's no point in going further from that point. So let's now move to original, and we're gonna go to display. So original is the console setting. Display, we need to push DLSS up. Yep, there we go. Yeah, it's the closest 5 finish. I'm sitting about like 120, about 120 FPS here. Let's move to display and let's put it on quality.
stronger.
Okay, let's load in the same encounter again. So it's about 120 the quality.
My bow!
No! You are not ready! Stay back!
Make that 140 by the way. As you can see, the GPU is again not really toxic. So it's about 20 to 30 FPS increase. 140, 150, 130. It's really smooth though. Okay, let's move on. Let's get the display and let's go to quality or balance. I mean, let's see if we can get some more frames. I don't think we can though. Yeah, I don't think there's no point in going low. We can test it out real quick, but just a little bit more performance. Nah, it's more CPU bound still. So yeah, that's pretty much original. Yeah, so let's go to display. Let's the DLSS off and then go to graphics and let's go to high. See how high holds up without DLSS. So it's about 100 frames. That's what you can expect, it seems like. With display, let's see what DLSS does. So it's about 120, 130s around there. Display, let's see what balance does. We are CPU bound already. It's a little bit higher, it's not that much. Let's move on and let's get performance going. higher, not too much. Let's test out the ultra performance. It's about 150s, about that. So let's load the save again. Yeah, so high, you can get 150s. I must say, there really isn't, like, ultra performance is a little bit more blurry. But performance and ultra quality on DLSS, you just can't see the difference, really. Yeah, so... Anyway, let's go to off, and then graphics, and let's put everything on ultra, and then after that we do the ultra plus setting, or you know, the customized version. So display off, DLSS off, and let's see what it does.
My bow!
No! You are not ready! Stay back!
That's a large hit on the frame right now. Yeah, we're seeing about high 70s. About high 70s, I would say. So let's see what we get if we enable DLSS. Yeah, 90s, about that, around the 90, that's really what it is, 90, yeah. Display, balance. Okay, so about the hundreds, it's not particularly, but balance and quality are really close together, so performance is in a jump down. So last Sophie already. I think we are more CPU bound at this point. Not sure though. Let's try graphic out. What is the display out? And let's try ultra performance. We are CPU and GPU. We both hand in hand. We have a little bit more performance, but yeah. Not much of a difference here. it stays around 100. Let me load the new save. Let's now try the maximum settings out. Settings, display, up, and then we're gonna graphics, custom, and this is basically maximum. Everything is maxed out, so ultra plus there on the reflections, and see how that holds up.
My bow!
No! You are not ready! Stay back!
Above you!
So we're sitting about high 70s, around there. Display, let's see what DLSS adds. Wait, it did enable, right? It did it so quick, yeah. Around the 90 also. Display, right? Yeah. Let's see what blows this. A little bit more performance, not that much to be honest. Display, now performance. Never mind. Oh, enter.
My bow!
No! You are not ready! Stay back!
Father! Above you!
About 100 FPS. Let's move to ultra performance. Combat is over. Let's talk about the quality of DLSS itself. What the quality for this solution is. So we're gonna just keep everything maxed out. Everything. Is that good? Yeah. Okay. This is on high. Let's go to the display and then let's disable DLSS completely. So when you disable this, I think the fire is a really good example of what it is, but yeah, it's native, right? Like, so you just basically get a native picture, nothing special about it. When we enable DLSS on
Never come this close to
quality,
our woods before.
Keep moving.
I do feel like the quality is increased. Yeah, I feel like the quality looks better. It's kind of weird. It looks better in general. So yeah, that I would straight up just enable it straight up. Display balanced. Let's see what balanced does. I think balanced is more closer to native, but it still looks really good. Like, yeah, I see no ghosting, no shimmering or anything on that front. Like, the difference between the two is not that much anyway, because I think it's like a 10% resolution reduction. They're really close together. So let's move on to the to performance. So I think performance is closer to native. I'm not gonna lie, I think it's closer to native. Maybe it's a little bit more blurry. I have a hard time telling that at all. Like, I would honestly say, if you want to have maximum performance, go for performance. Like, don't even bother with anything else. Just go performance DLSS. This is like really, really good quality. I think it's the best quality I saw in performance DLSS in any game. So yeah, it feels really close to native on this front. Let's pick the other quality out. Ultra. Yeah, ultra performance is lower. It's more blurrier. And that's noticeable. But it's still really good. It's still like perfectly fine playable this way. Like, if you don't know where to look for, you will not see much of a difference. What you see is, like, for example, there, those trees. Like, it's, and you know, those leaves, or what is it, these branches, look at that. Do you see that? Like, it breaks up. So it degrades the quality. It's the same on the side of that rock. It degrades the quality pretty severely. Well, pretty severely. You know, yeah, it feels more like reconstruction, you know? So I will probably avoid this. Yeah, I will avoid, I will not do that. I will just lower the resolution at that point. So performance, balance, and quality are all really good. Like, yeah, no problem there. I didn't really do a super resolution quality comparison because honestly, you don't want to use super resolution when you have DLSS. So let's see. The sharpening with this one is really it's a lot more, it seems like. But I'm not gonna lie, like, this is what I mean with Horizon Zero Dawn. The FSR quality is probably the same quality as, I would say, performance DLSS. About that. It's really good in this game though. Like, the quality of FSR is really good. Personally, if you have not DLSS card, the card that doesn't have DLSS in it, I would straight up just play it this way. yeah, there is no reason not to do it, I think. Maybe details a little bit less, but it's hardly it's hardly noticeable. Let's put quality forward, see if the degradation becomes more severe. It becomes more blurry in the distance for sure. It has like a more blurrier like appearance to my eyes. But I don't really see artifacts or shimmering. Grass shimmering, you actually do see grass shimmering pretty well. It's something that we don't have in DLSS. But there aren't like a lot of small detail in the scene, so yeah. Could still do it if you don't mind the little bit of shimmering. You could still do quality perfectly fine. Balanced, let's see. Yeah, it's pretty blurry now though. Yeah, that shit is really blurry. I won't do it. I won't put it as low as this. No, this feels like ultra performance. Yeah, it straight up feels like ultra performance, but it's like the branch that you see there is more intact. It's not going completely haywire, but everything's just blurred. It feels blurry. Like I wouldn't play it this way. It gives me a headache. Let's see if we go even lower. Performance. So you kind of see the same breakup there. It's a little bit less severe, but like this is, yeah, don't even bother. It just hurts your eyes, man. Unless you're all blind, you can probably do it. So yeah, I would say for FSR, ultra quality and quality are still really good solutions. The resolutions are close, I think. That's still a large jump in between. So if you don't have a DLSS card, you can use this perfectly fine. If you have a DLSS card, I'll honestly go for DLSS. Like there's absolutely no reason not to do it. This looks by far the best. Like this looks really good. Yeah, like really good. Shimmering is out of the trees. Shimmering is everywhere gone. This is better than native. Always enable it. Straight up just enable it. Yeah, so performance-wise, performs fine. I chose this spot, if I didn't mention it yet, is because this spot is kind of hard to render because of the shadow casting of the tree. PlayStations have a lot of trouble for this area in this fight. The frame rates drops a lot. So, chose this spot because it's early in the game. I still have to play it myself, which will happen eventually. So it was also easy for me to do it. But yeah, it gives you more an idea how it is going to perform in a fight and stuff like that. Yeah, other than that, great game, I guess. I don't know. The introduction to get here was pretty good. And yeah, the performance is fine on every front. So good performance in general. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.